it doesn't bode any better than it could for us as a company, clearly, having a ready to go, shovel ready gold and copper project with both metals soaring and investor interest all of a sudden, coming together. I certainly won't say peaking, but certainly start to pique its interest.
Welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Luke Norman. He is the chairman of US Gold Corp. And Luke, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you, Steve, and happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays to you as well. A good holiday, obviously, for the company because you've just been able to finish off a capital raise, $31 million, 31.2 to be exact. Obviously, very positive. Lots of support for the company, it sounds like, Luke.
Yeah, very high demand too. Look, it was rather ironic now that I look at the share price today. Of course, we've just been on a tear since we completed the financing. It was Monday of last week. I got a call with a large lead order from one of the biggest gold funds out there. And look, we've been well, not trying to, but we've been contemplating a validation raise, as I like to refer to it. So a pool of some of the largest gold funds on the planet came to us with some enticing offers of capital. We have a great pre-existing shareholder base, so we shared it out and we maxed ourselves out in terms of how much dilution we were prepared to take. But really exciting at the Christmas break.
Luke, talk to me a bit about what those gold funds are saying to you about the progress that you made, obviously, and where you're planning to take this project and company forward.
Yeah, certainly. Well, as I referred to it as a validation raise. We've been in contact with these funds for years, and they've watched us progress through permitting, engineering, and now ultimately leading into our definitive feasibility, which will be coming out now in the new year. It is testament clearly to the work and effort that's gone in at US Gold Corp. But look, we can't also ignore the fact that we're in an extremely bullish market here with price of gold and sentiment in the sector. It doesn't bode any better than it could for us as a company, clearly, having a ready to go, shovel ready gold and copper project with both metals soaring and investor interest all of a sudden, coming together. I certainly won't say peaking, but certainly start to pique its interest.
Yeah, absolutely. I know there's still continued site preparation as you work on that definitive report. I'm just wondering, talk to me a little bit about what's ahead in the next, 3 to 4, 5 months in 2026 and then beyond.
Oh, floodgates are going to open, I tell you. We're planning on breaking ground in January to initiate both our permits to mine and our industrial sightings permit. We have clearly the capital that we need to raise to put this into production. So there's going to be a lot of competition around that. In a bearish marketplace, that would be a stressful undertaking. In this bullish cycle, we've had so much approaches for interest to give us the project level financing that's actually quite an exciting undertaking. And look, there are other avenues that we want to explore, even considering trying to bring some additional ounces into the deposit. It's going to be a really interesting 2026 for us.
Yeah. And lastly, what do you want to say to those that you mentioned that you obviously have some new funds that are here and some shareholders as well that have been with you a very long time and seen the support. Talk to me a little bit about those folks and the support they've given to where they are now.
Yeah, well, look, the new funds came to us. We did a PIPE. These things are not usually an easy thing to sell across the marketplace. We were approached on Monday of last week with a 4% discount to market. So that speaks levels to what the funds were, prepared. The risk, clearly the risk that they saw there was minimal. Yeah. Then the support from our pre-existing shareholders was clamoring for how do they maintain their pro rata. So we had a grossly overfilled book, and we downsized it to the $31 million raise. And look, it's something that we dream of and we love in this industry, is to have that much appreciation and anticipation for all the work that you've done and where the company's headed. So look, again, the sentiment's just been tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely. And after a few years of a down market, it's good to see that some things are coming back for companies like yours and others as well. Very positive for the industry. So, Luke, thanks so much. Good to catch up with you. Congratulations on this $31 million raise, and we look forward to talking many more times in 2026.
Yeah, and look, also thank you to you, Steve, and Proactive for your ongoing support, and we look forward to 26.
All right, we love covering the news, that's for sure. Luke Norman, he is the chairman of US Gold Corp.